In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 ways to build your network or build your social capital in Africa when moving back from the diaspora. I see this question coming quite a bit in diaspora circles. My personal favorite is number 5. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up? My name is Aris and welcome to Diaspora Achievers. In this channel, I take the African diaspora on a journey to building businesses that contribute to the development of Africa, changes the African narrative, and helps you attain true freedom. So if you're new here and want to be part of this journey, here are your first 2 steps. Number 1, click on the subscribe button below this video and click as well on the notification bell so that you don't never miss any video that I post that will help you build Africa. And number 2, below this video, you'll get a free copy of the takeaway notes of the workshop we put together, where we invite Africans from the diaspora who are transitioning from corporate lives or from living abroad to moving back to Africa and building businesses that make an impact. It's all in the links below this video. Let's get into today's topic. So earlier this year, I went to the Harvard African Business Conference in Boston, and that's where really I realized that not only there's a lot of momentum, there's a lot of excitement around Africa in the African communities in North America, at least. I'm sure in Europe and elsewhere is the same. But really, as I started getting to know people and talking to people, the question of building social capital or building your network really came up quite a few times. So folks were saying, well, I've been out of the continent for 10, 20 years. I've worked here, I've studied here, some folks from high school, so I'm really not connected like that with the continent outside of my family, maybe some friends that I go up on vacation with. So if I were to move back for work or for business, how am I going to build a network, right? Because we all know that in Africa, a lot of momentum, a lot of success that you get in business really comes from the people you know. They may introduce you to an opportunity. They may help you get past a gateway. Just the little things, right? You really have to know people in order to find the right person for you. I'm going to share with you 6 elements from my experience as well as from talking to people. But before we get to that, the most important thing is to know what exactly are you looking to build your network for. Are you looking to build your network because you're looking for new customers, because we're looking for a business partner, because you're looking for a driver, a reliable driver? Like what exactly are you looking for? Because the clearer you are, the easier it would be. The first way for you to build your network and your social capital, I would say, look at your high school friend. The assumption here is that you went to high school in a specific country and then you left maybe for university, for your career, whatever the case may be, and now you're moving back. So go back and look at your circle, or in your circle, who went to the same high school you went, or who were your high school friends. So that's one area, right? Because a lot of memories around back home has to do with high school, right? So it's easy to meet somebody and say, hey, which high school did you go to? Even if you went to the States and they went to the Netherlands for university and for their career, when you meet again, they say, hey, which high school did you go to? Boom, that's where the connection starts. If you guys happen to have gone to the same high school, even though you were 2 different classes, that's fine, still the same school. You already have that in common. And then that's how you can exchange numbers, stay in contact, and that's pretty much it. Number 2, your workplace. It could be you work abroad or you work back home. In my case, for example, when I was working in Africa, the guys that I was working with were basically part of my network. So by me tapping into their network, it made it easy for me to expand my network. Let's just say I work in marketing and you work in finance, and then we have a good relationship at work. One day you hit me up, you say, hey, we're doing this. We go out, we hang out, and then I meet your friends. They may or may not be from the same company, but at least, I know I'm through you, so it gives me that security, that comfort level. Number 3 is church, right? If you're somebody that goes to church a lot, you can meet somebody from church. That's basically your common interest, and then from there, you expand the network, you start meeting their friends, their family, and you guys start growing. Number 4 is through sports. We know a lot of us are into sports. It could be basketball, it could be soccer, it could be even just watching sports. I know in Africa, at least in Cameroon, everybody goes crazy about soccer. is the biggest sport. So just around the fact that, hey, I'm a big fan of Man U, Liverpool, whatever the city or the country is, or the club rather is, that will bring something in common. But really the idea is that through sports, in my case, for example, I played a lot of basketball when I was working at home. So I met a lot of guys. I met the guys from the army who were playing basketball, like generals and stuff like that, who were playing basketball. Guys that I could never ever meet like on a daily basis. I met a lot of C levels from different companies, right? Oil and gas and stuff like that. I was in the telco space, so I met these guys through basketball. So that's another way. The fifth way to expand on your network or to build your network is to meet people who are like you, people who have moved back. In my case, for example, I had a lot of friends. So what's good about it is they understand your struggle, they understand what you have gone through, or even how to handle stuff at work, right? You guys have the same struggle, you guys all moved back. You connect and you click immediately. Number 6 is your family. That probably should be number 1 because, typically if you go back to your home country, you're with your family, you spend a lot of time with them, and we never know, right? They may know somebody, depending, again, going back to what I said earlier in this video, depending on what you're looking for, what kind of connection you're trying to get, what kind of network you're trying to build. You can hit up your cousin, your brother, your uncle and say, hey, I'm looking for whatever the case may be, can you hook me up, or you know somebody, right? So those are my 6 ways for you to build your network, expand on your network. The important thing here to remember is you have to work on your interests. What you're interested in, build that connection based on common interests. It could be any other thing, but really the common thing is think about what you're interested in. It could be food, for example. It could be traveling within the country. Whatever the case may be, find somebody that has the same interest, and then from there, expand your network. If you know somebody who's looking to expand their network, or somebody who's looking to move back and they want to grow or create or build a network, share the video with them. Hopefully that video will be valuable to them. And as always, stay well.